All right, folks. So the action wasn't great today. CPI report is tomorrow morning, and I feel like the market's on hold for that, and everybody feels skittish on both sides. I'll show you the SPY on 5 minutes real quick. You got these moving averages slamming them together. Anyway, you can see it was mostly chopped today. I usually don't use this chart with the 200-day on it because when you go intraday, it smashes everything together. But anyway, not that important. The SPY gapped up, sold off. NVIDIA kind of did the same thing. Let me slide this over. It's the short version of what I usually put up there, just talking about how we trade in-play stocks. And if you're new, pause the video and read that. But I'm going to go right into what we're watching tomorrow. Well, let me give a hat tip real quick. Kevin P., he gets a lot of hat tips from me. RGTI was one of those beaten up quantum plays. Let's go to 5-minute candles. And they're not too smashed together, I guess. His idea was back through 8, which is right where my cursor is, back through 8, and it went all the way to 8. It went almost a buck, right? That's a great percentage gain, and I think the risk was 15 cents or something, the way we teach. So that was a great call, and he does that a lot. He's really good at identifying the early high relative volume stocks and then identifying setups. I owe a lot of good trades to Kevin P. So Kevin, if you're listening, love you, man. All right, what are we watching tomorrow? DJT. Just put in an inside day after yesterday's rip, so it goes on watch. NVIDIA, there's no chart set up here, but it's got good support at 130. Who knows how the market's going to open after the CPI numbers. You can see I kind of have an alert set. That line there is an alert in case it gets down to that level. It becomes real interesting to me, especially if it does it in one day. And do not forget about that 200-day. If this sells off for a couple days, and it might be 160 by Friday, I don't know. But if it sells off, I love this at the 200 days. So NVIDIA stays on watch. HPE, after server deal, like $1 billion deal with X, I think, right? Elon Musk. This thing, correct me, that story might be wrong, but anyway, it had nice news, popped here the other day. Looked like it was rolling over, which didn't make sense. And it's kind of right back up. It's certainly interesting over this line here. So it's holding up pretty well. Let's keep our eyes on that one. SPCB, kind of a sleeper pick because look at the volume. It's like almost no volume, but this thing was back here. It was like 3 something, went to 10 something, and guess what? That's holding up pretty damn well for that, right? So let's keep our eyes on that one, especially maybe if it gets a headline. PTLO, nice breakout today. NBIS is really, really strong. It's been up for 3 days in a row, though, so it's worth noting that. But definitely want to keep my eyes on NBIS. TOVX. You know what? I'm probably pulling this one. It's at $1.68. I like the daily chart, by the way. It looks good over this level. Well, I'll leave it on watch because who knows how it opens. But right now, it's selling off, and after hours, it's at $1.63. So we'll see if it's holding up in the morning. RGTI, possible continuation day from that. Look at the volume on today's candle. So this one certainly could continue tomorrow. Fubo, probably my favorite one going into tomorrow as far as a bounce play goes. You had this good news, big rip, and now you got 3 very clean stair-step days down on lower volume. If I was a swing trader, I would have started nibbling at the close today, but I'm not a swing trader, right? So I don't even hold my wife overnight. You guys know that. But that is a really decent setup for a bounce. I wouldn't even mind another red day. Speaking of bounce plays, Play, PLAY, which is Dave & Buster's, is 6 days in a row back down to where it bounced last time around 25. So that could give a bounce tomorrow. Remember, I'm a day trader. These are not swing trade picks. They're not investments. I'm looking for things that might give me a setup tomorrow. And if the quantum plays have another day in them, QMCO was all the way up at 90 during the quantum craze, right? And now it's all the way down here at 2241. So if they have another day, I'm going to look to this one because I like the kind of narrow range today, and it's way, way oversold. And then lastly, VIR, which had nice news back here. Everybody was excited about it, and it ripped intraday, and now you're down 3 days in a row, kind of to the breakout spot, right? So that's a good bounce play setup as well. That's it for me. I'll see everybody in chat in the morning, and we'll add some gappers to this list.